Hello everybody, Anderson Gaming here, and today we are benchmarking F1 2025 on my RTX 3080 Ti and Ryzen 9 5950X. So let's begin. Here we go. I will be benchmarking this entire video in 4K. So we are going to be starting at the Ultramax preset with path tracing turned on. Of course, if we go here into video mode, you can see that I'm benchmarking at 3840 by 2160 at full screen. We have NVIDIA DLSS upscaling set at quality. I did try benchmarking at TAA, which is the native quality, the native scaling, but trust me, the game does not run beyond 10 FPS. So I doubt any of you would be interested in watching that. So yeah, let me explain the numbers here. At the top right corner, I'm using MSI Afterburner with the RTSS overlay inbuilt. This is the HUD display that you get with MSI Afterburner. So let me explain these numbers to you. Under the GPU column, the first number here is the temperature of the GPU. Second number is the total usage of the GPU. This is the core clock speed of the GPU in megahertz. This is the total power percentage being used by the GPU. So of course we have it set to 100%. This is the total power draw in wattage here, this number. And this is the fan speeds of both my fans. I'm using a Gigabyte Vision OC 3080 Ti. So it's got two fans on it, excuse me. Not two fans, three fans, but for some reason it only shows two fan numbers here, the fans of two numbers. So here's the RPM, of course. Under the memory column, you have the total number of VRAM being used by the game. Not sure about this number. I think this is the page file number, probably. I have no idea. The third number here is the memory clock speed. This is these are all the CPU cores of my CPU. So I have a 16-core CPU, of course, the temperature of each core, the usage of each core, and the total clock speed of each core. So I have it overclocked to 4.45 gigahertz on all cores. No precision boost overdrive turned on, by the way. So this is all a manual overclock. Here, this is the RAM being used by the game or by the entire PC. So right now it's using 18 gigabytes. I think I have stuff running in the background. I'm not sure. Hopefully that doesn't affect the benchmark of the today's video. And of course here we have the main number that you guys are here for, D3D12, meaning DirectX 12, and here is the frame rate. This is the latency. So hopefully this clears up all your questions. Let me know if you have any questions below the video, and I'll be happy to answer you. So I'm not going to be adding any timestamps for this video, considering it's mainly a 4K only benchmark on a 3080 Ti. I'll be making a 1440p video, and if needed, I'll be making a 1080p video also. Thank you. So let's begin. Ultramax preset. Let's go over all this again. Path tracing is turned on. So benchmark mode, we are going to be choosing Miami. Wet, of course. Camera mode will be on cycle, so you guys can see the different angles while the race takes place, while the camera keeps switching angles, and you can keep an eye on the frame counter. Of course, a single lap is enough because we don't want this video to be too long. We're not going to be looping the benchmark test, and we don't need the FPS counter since we already have RTSS on the right side. Let's begin, guys. Here are the results at 4K Ultra Max preset with NVIDIA DLSS quality turned on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so for the next test, we'll be doing ultra high, which automatically turns off path tracing and ray reconstruction, but all these other ray traced settings are turned on. So not sure what's going on here. So let's go through all these settings. Take a good look, everybody. All right. And for the video mode, of course, we will have NVIDIA DLSS set to quality. If the frame rate is higher than 60, I will turn off the upscaling and we'll see how the test goes. Same as before, Miami, wet weather, a single lap. Let's begin. Here are the results for 4K Ultra High preset at NVIDIA DLSS quality setting. Let's move on to the next test. Okay, so for the next test, we'll be lowering it a bit to high, which automatically turns off every setting meant for ray tracing. So meaning no ray tracing at all. So pretty much every graphical setting here is set to high. Of course, we'll be checking the video mode as usual. NVIDIA DLSS set to quality. Let's begin. Like before.
Okay, clutch out. Go, go, go.
Alright, so at the high preset without any ray tracing turned on, we managed to average 103 FPS, which means for the next test, I'm going to be turning off any upscaling. We'll be doing it at the native resolution scaling, which means I'll have to turn it to TAA only. Confirm. So yes, same preset at high. Let's begin.
Clutch out, we're green.
Okay, so here is the test results for 4K at the high preset, anti-aliasing set to TAA only, which means the native resolution scaling. We managed to average, I think maybe a bit more than before. I'm not sure, but once again, above 100 FPS, 106 average FPS, which is pretty good. Okay, so I don't think I have to do low medium. But what I will do is we will go back to Ultra Max again, turn off path tracing, but we will have to turn on, excuse me, what's going on here? Okay, so looks like reconstruction only is enabled if I have DLSS turned on. So what I'm gonna do here is I will set the detail preset to Ultra Max, and then I'll turn off path tracing because I want to know how this game runs with ray tracing turned on. So basically Ultra Max preset, but with path tracing turned off and ray tracing turned on. As you can see here, all the ray trace settings are turned on, all 5 of them, along with ray reconstruction turned on, I mean to automatic. And here are all the rest of the settings, as you can see. Most of them set to high and ultra high. Let's go into the video mode, and of course NVIDIA DLSS set to quality, of course. Let's benchmark as usual. Here we begin.
Okay, clutch out, go, go, go.
Here are the results at 4K with ray tracing turned on, Ultra Max preset, but path tracing turned off. NVIDIA DLSS set to quality. Average FPS is 21, which is pretty low. So what we're going to do is we're going to set DLSS to balanced and then performance, I think. Let's see. Not sure what is available to us. Okay, here we go. NVIDIA DLSS, balanced and performance, ultra performance. I don't know what NVIDIA DLAA is, but let's try balanced, shall we? Settings are the same pretty much. Ultra Max preset, path tracing turned off, ray tracing turned on. Let's begin.
Watch out, we're green.
Okay, here are the results. 4K, NVIDIA DLSS set to balanced. Ray tracing turned on, but no path tracing. Average FPS is 26. Okay, let's move on. Let's set it to performance under NVIDIA DLSS. Let's see how it is going to be. But the graphical preset will still be the same. Ultra Max with path tracing turned off and ray tracing turned on, with every other setting set to a mix between ultra high and high. Let's continue.
Okay, clutch out. Go, go, go.
Okay, slightly better performance this time around at 4K. Ultra Max preset with path tracing turned off and ray tracing turned on. NVIDIA DLSS set to performance. We managed to get an average of 43 FPS. So pretty decent. So now we're going to be trying, I think that is, what is that? Ultra performance mode. Okay. Let's see. Same settings as before. Ultra Max preset, path tracing turned off, but ray tracing turned on, and every other setting set to a mix between high and ultra high. Let's begin.
Clutch out, we're green.
Okay, so with NVIDIA DLSS set to ultra performance at 4K, Ultra Max preset with path tracing turned off but ray tracing turned on, you do get an average of 71 FPS, which is pretty good. So I guess this is the best way you can experience the game above 60 FPS on a 3080 Ti in 4K above 60 FPS. You will have to use this preset here. So Ultra Max, turn off path tracing but keep all the ray traced settings turned on, and then enter video mode. Here you turn on NVIDIA DLSS and then set it to ultra performance. Now let's try something else. Let's try turning on path tracing and ray tracing along with every other setting turned on. So the default configuration for the Ultra Max preset. Let's try NVIDIA DLSS set to ultra performance, and let's see what kind of result we get here. As the same.
Okay, clutch out, go, go, go.
Okay, so bit of an underwhelming performance. At 4K Ultra Max preset with path tracing and ray tracing turned on, NVIDIA DLSS set to ultra performance, we got an average of 54 FPS, which is okay, but I think for the most part it was running at 45 and above, slightly above, but it was definitely under 50 FPS for most of the lap. So yeah, guys, these are the presets for 4K. We have done 4K Ultra Max, Ultra High, and high with ray tracing turned on and ray tracing turned off, path tracing turned on and path tracing turned off, and we have tried every preset under the upscaling tool, which is NVIDIA DLSS. So we have tried DLSS quality, DLSS balanced, DLSS performance, and DLSS ultra performance. So I believe this should be satisfactory for you guys. Anyone that's got an RTX 3080 Ti and they want to know how this game runs for them, hopefully this test proves useful to you guys. Or maybe you don't have an RTX 3080 Ti and you're planning to get one, probably a used 3080 Ti. Well, this video should help you out. So thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you have any comments. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I will be making another video for this game for the 3080 Ti, running at 1440p, of course. But I would say this game runs pretty fine at 4K, unexpected. So I mean, I'm pretty sure a couple of tracks might not break beyond the 60 FPS mark. Even on some of the less demanding presets. But I can say confidently, for the most part, this game is playable. So that's all you guys have to know. So yeah, thank you guys. If you're watching me for the first time, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notifications for all, so you guys don't miss out on the next video. Comment down below if you have any questions, any feedback, or any suggestions you guys want to offer to me, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I will be adding the list of all the computer specifications I was using for this entire video in the description down below. Driver version and the software used to benchmark this. So yeah, thank you. This is Anderson Gaming signing out. Peace out to all of you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Thank you. See you soon. I appreciate all of you for your precious time.